Imagine a huge city in the middle of the American desert with modern buildings and carefully planned roads filled with self-driving electric cars. This city combines the big mix of people and cultures you'd find in New York, the efficient transportation and connections of Tokyo, and the smart, environmentally friendly ideas of Stockholm. It's an extraordinary plan that costs billions of dollars, like building a city from a sci-fi movie. And today, we're diving into this amazing project called Telosa, America's version of a city project similar to Saudi Arabia's The Line. Get ready to explore what Telosa is all about. The city of Telosa is a carefully planned project that not only envisions a city of the future, but also aims to create an entirely new way of living together. These new cities want to show that we can make a city from scratch that's good for everyone and the environment. The name Telosa comes from an old Greek word, telos, which means something like the most important purpose. Telosa was first introduced to the public in September 2001 and is the idea of an American billionaire named Mark Lohr. He came up with this idea after leaving his role as the top person at the huge American store Walmart. Lohr's big plan was to create Telosa a city that's well thought out and good for people and the planet. He wants this project to set an example for future generations by being fair and eco-friendly. Leading the way in planning Telosa is a famous Danish architect named Bjarke Ingels.
Telosa, in my mind, sort of embodies the kind of social and environmental care of a kind of Scandinavian culture and the kind of freedom and opportunity of a more American culture.
He's known around the world. He previously worked with Toyota to create a smaller, smart city in Japan, showing he's got experience in this kind of projects. The heart of Telosa's concept and its primary purpose, as envisioned by Lohr, is to establish a city that places the needs of its inhabitants at the forefront. At present, over 50% of the global population resides in urban areas, and projections indicate that this figure could rise to an astonishing 70% by 2050. Consequently, cities have evolved into vital hubs for education, research, and economic opportunities, shaping the lives of millions. However, the benefits of urban growth are not equally distributed, leading to an alarming wealth disparity. This growing wealth gap is precisely the issue that Lohr and Telosa are driven to address. Their goal is nothing short of constructing a city where equal opportunities for growth are available to all, regardless of their socio-economic or cultural backgrounds. To translate this vision of equality into reality, the core of the plan revolves around an innovative economic model known as equitism. The central idea behind equitism is to establish a community wherein the residents directly reap the rewards of the city's expansion. In practice, Telosa will hold ownership of all the city's land, while its citizens will possess the liberty to construct and sell homes on top of this land. As the city develops and flourishes, the value of the land will appreciate in tandem. The resulting funds will then be strategically reinvested into the city's infrastructure, encompassing essential components such as public services, education, healthcare, and transportation. The overarching aim is to manifest a vision of equity where every individual has equal access to high-quality facilities and services, regardless of their socio-economic standing. While the specific location for the upcoming city of Telosa remains uncertain, the individuals steering this visionary project are actively considering building it upon desert terrain situated in the American West. Potential states like Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, and Texas have been taken into account for this creation. Additionally, another possibility is establishing the city within the Appalachian region, in the eastern part of the United States. However, the decision to establish Telosa within the heart of the desert prompts a pertinent question. Why opt for such an unconventional location? This ingenious plan envisions that the relatively affordable desert land has the potential to not only offset its costs, but to progressively fund the city's expansion over time. The deliberate selection of a desert landscape serves as a foundation for Telosa's unique financial model, underpinned by the prospect of transforming underutilized land into a self-sustaining asset as the city evolves and prospers. While the prospect of obtaining relatively low-cost land for Telosa's eventual construction may seem appealing, the endeavor of establishing a bustling urban hub within a desert expanse is not without its challenges. Recent ventures such as Saudi Arabia's NEOM and the Line projects offer clear illustrations of the difficulties that Telosa might similarly encounter down the road. For instance, NEOM, initially slated for partial completion by 2020 and further expansion by 2025, has encountered setbacks in its construction timeline. The lesson learned from NEOM's progress highlights the complexities associated with constructing a city in an undeveloped desert landscape. Moreover, NEOM and the Line initiatives have brought a host of obstacles posed by desert environments. Challenges include soaring temperatures, limited water resources, and the significant energy demands of creating an entire city from scratch in such an arduous setting. Telosa's vision extends to achieving complete energy self-sufficiency through renewable sources. Each building in the city will have solar panels on their roofs, while strategically positioned wind turbines on the city's periphery will further enhance its energy capacity. A noteworthy aspect is that Telosa is designed to produce more energy than it consumes, transforming it into a self-reliant hub for electricity generation. Central to Telosa's infrastructure is the Equatism Tower, its tallest structure, which stands as a central point and a beacon for the city. This tower is set to house an observation deck, a raised water storage system, and advanced aeroponic farms, contributing to the city's supply of fresh produce. Equally remarkable is Telosa's urban layout, emphasizing a transportation system and city design that ensures residents are never more than a 15-minute journey away from key destinations, such as workplaces, schools, parks, shops, and dining establishments. In contrast to the Line's pedestrian-focused approach, Telosa incorporates a blend of thoughtfully planned transit networks and autonomous electric vehicles. At the heart of this layout lies the superblock concept of urban planning, wherein major traffic is channeled to the block borders. Inner streets prioritize bikes and slower-moving electric vehicles, achieving a dual purpose: enhancing ease of movement between blocks and ensuring that residential areas remain insulated from the noise generated by major roads. This approach underscores Telosa's dedication to providing a harmonious living environment, while efficiently catering to the diverse needs of its residents. The development of Telosa is a carefully staged process, split into two distinct phases. The initial phase, with a target completion year of 2030, aims for an ambitious feat: creating a city ready to accommodate up to 50,000 residents across an expanse of 6 square kilometers, roughly twice the size of New York's Central Park. Following this milestone, the second phase of development unfolds across the subsequent 4 decades. During this span, the objective is to fully construct the remaining components of the city. By the end of this expansive undertaking, an estimated population of over 5 million individuals is anticipated to call Telosa home, spanning across a total area exceeding 120 square kilometers. To put this into perspective, the city's dimensions would be comparable to San Francisco, yet with more than 6 times its population residing within the same space. The comprehensive project carries an estimated cost of $400 billion. The financial backing is expected to primarily stem from potential private investors, as well as funds from federal and state authorities. This financial commitment underscores the magnitude of the endeavor and the profound dedication behind bringing Telosa's transformative vision to life. By way of comparison, Saudi Arabia's The Line project is projected to carry a similar price tag of approximately $500 billion. However, in stark contrast to Telosa, the Line's funding derives entirely from Saudi's sovereign wealth fund, facilitated by the Saudi government. This underscores a significant difference in the financial mechanisms between the two ambitious ventures. With Telosa's grand aspirations and forward-looking agenda, Mark Lohr and his dedicated team face a formidable challenge that often arises in the establishment of such planned cities. Securing the necessary funding, convincing both government and private investors to fund billions of dollars to start a visionary concept that may not even fully finish. Even though Telosa distinguishes itself by emphasizing the central role of its residents in the city's development, substantial financial resources are still indispensable to commence this ambitious megaproject. Despite the considerable environmental and financial complexities in such a megaproject, and despite the fact that construction has yet to commence more than a year after the project's initial announcement, Mark Lohr and his team remain unwavering in their optimism and determination. Their resolute dedication is focused on the realization of their vision. A future where Telosa stands as a beacon of sustainability and inclusivity on the global stage by the year 2030. So, as our Telosa adventure comes to an end, remember that this isn't just a story of one city. It's a story of possibility, of a future where cities aren't just places to live, but platforms for positive change. Before we end it, we'd love to hear from you. Did you enjoy this journey into the world of the Telosa megaproject? If you find the innovative concepts, sustainable ideas, and the potential for a greener future as exciting as we did, don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.